Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the greatest recordings ever. Now, some of these are really quite unexpected. There are some performances and recordings that came out, and I had, very moderate, shall we say, modest hopes for their success. And they wound up totally blowing me away. And then on reflection, I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't have been so negative, or I shouldn't have prejudged them. At least I didn't prejudge them as I was listening. I was only in theory, how it seemed to me on paper. And the one in question is this: Stravinsky's The Firebird with Christoph von Dohnányi and the Vienna Philharmonic. Now, let's talk tachlis, as we say in Yiddish. Let's be straight with each other. The Vienna Philharmonic has never been a great Stravinsky orchestra. What Stravinsky wants, that is rhythm above all, lots of rhythm, totally cold, inexpressive playing, more or less, most of the time, and just a strict attention to the details of the score. That's not a Vienna specialty. Never mind his virtuosity, his somewhat Parisian transparency and lightness. Again, these are not things that Vienna Philharmonic is known for. On the other hand, Dohnányi, who is an amazing conductor of music from the Second Viennese School and of contemporary music generally, and who is not one of these guys who exudes heaps of passion all over the music, you would think would be a very good Stravinsky conductor, and he's a very good conductor technically, and so it proves, because the Vienna Philharmonic, when they're up for it, when they want to, can play as well as any orchestra in the universe, because they are one of the great orchestras in the world. So they can do it, but you have to push them. Bernstein pushed them when he did Mahler. Macaris pushed them when he did Janacek, and Dohnányi pushes them when he does Stravinsky's Firebird, also coupled, by the way, with Bartók's Two Portraits. Fantastic performances there, too. But wow, what a Firebird this turned out to be. First of all, just from a purely textural point of view, he adds the offstage trumpets, or onstage trumpets, but they're extra trumpets in the finale. When everyone's going da 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 da, boom. Well, the trumpets on the top, there are a bunch of extra trumpets going ya 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 ya. They only play one note. I mean, most people leave them out. They're optional. They're basically there for stage performances of the ballet, but he included them. And I remember when I heard that, and I went, whoa, wait a minute, because you really hear them. Other people do it, but, this is like, it was all so vivid, so powerful, so colorful, so detailed. And yet, even though this was Stravinsky, you still had a measure of that sort of warmth that the Vienna Philharmonic brings to everything that they do. It sounded like the Vienna Philharmonic, but it was Stravinsky, and it was echt Stravinsky. It was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Not only that, but the sonics were amazing. I mean, these were early-ish, maybe, digital recordings. I mean, what year were they? 1980. Yeah, 80, 81. Early-ish digital recordings, when digital recordings really weren't sounding that good for the most part. They really weren't. They were sort of glassy and but these sounded phenomenal. I mean, they made such a great case for the new technology. I mean, everything just went right. There were two sets of performances. There was this one with the Firebird. There was also a Petrushka with the Miraculous Mandarin that's equally good, by the way. That may show up. Who knows? Keep listening, friends. You never know. It may show up in the future. But this is incredible. It's a Firebird with precision and color and no dead spots. And it's stunningly well recorded. And of course, it was deleted almost instantaneously. I remember it came out on LP, and then it was on CD, and then the CD disappeared, and that was sort of it for a long time. Fortunately, the geniuses, Cyrus Mayer Holmji, principal among them at Australian Eloquence, released this again, hopefully it's still around, because Decca, as we speak, is releasing a Dohnányi Cleveland box, but they're not releasing his Vienna stuff yet. Presumably there will be another Dohnányi box with all the Vienna stuff. There better be, damn it, because that's just amazing as well. Then these things will come back permanently, but in a box. I mean, they're just fabulous performances. Absolutely first class in every respect, and thrillingly recorded. And I mean, just frankly, one of the greatest recordings ever. And you need to hear it. It's that simple and shocking. Shocking! I love being shocked that way. There's happy shock and there's bad shock. This was happy shock. So keep on listening, friends, and thanks for joining me. Take care.